We are living in a world where appearance is more important than existence. French philosopher Jean Baudrillard, who coined the term hyperreality, once warned us that society would one day replace truth with illusions. And unfortunately, today, Lebanon has reached that point. While millions of Lebanese citizens struggle to survive under minimum wage, a small minority lives in extreme luxury, flaunting their wealth across social media. And nearly 80% of Lebanon's population now lives under the poverty line. While the country's elites continue to display such lavish lifestyles that most people can only dream of, this growing divide is not only economic, it's psychological and also social. Social media has amplified this reality, creating a culture where you can't just be rich, you have to be the richest. You can't be just beautiful, you have to be perfect. Lebanese society has become trapped in a hyper-real world of exaggerated wealth and luxury and competition for social validation. Lebanon's rising inequality, intensified by materialism and social media's obsession with image, can be addressed by three targeted actions: taxing luxury goods and using this revenue to fund social support programs, regulating influencer marketing that promotes unrealistic lifestyles, moreover, creating skill based employment programs for low income communities to reduce dependence on image driven careers. Now, what caused this problem? Lebanon's economic collapse since 2019 has been one of the worst globally, with the Lebanese pound losing over 98% of its market value. Millions were forced into poverty, yet the wealthy continued to import luxury cars, branded clothes, and even dine in high end restaurants. Also, one major cause of this is social media's glorification of wealth. Influencers on TikTok and Instagram make thousands of dollars per month promoting luxury brands and lifestyles, while the average worker earns less than $300 a month. These influencers display a quote unquote perfect life that most people cannot afford, unfortunately, increasing the feelings of inadequacy and competition. The concept of hyperreality, introduced by Baudrillard in 1981, explains this phenomenon. People start valuing images and symbols of success over reality itself. Lebanese youth, more influenced by trends than most, now measures success by how glamorous their online life looks, not by genuine achievements. Another cause is the lack of fair taxation and regulation. Lebanon's tax system does not heavily tax luxury consumption, allowing the rich to grow richer while the poor face growing prices. Combined with the aftermath of COVID 19, the Beirut port explosion, and the recent war with Israel, the economic gap widened drastically, pushing even middle class families below the poverty line. Now, what are the effects of this problem? The consequences of this hyper-real, unequal society are severe. In short term, people are working long hours for wages that cannot meet basic needs, while others earn thousands through entertainment or online fame, basically doing nothing. This fuels frustration, class resentment, and loss of social cohesion. According to the ESQA, income inequality in Lebanon has reached records level, with the top 10% controlling more than 70% of total wealth. This creates visible classism, where those with less are looked down upon as failures, and success is defined by brand names, not by honest to God hard work. In long term, this mindset is intellectually and socially damaging, as more young people pursue fame or fast income online instead of education or real life skills. Lebanon risks creating a generation disconnected from reality, unprepared for productive jobs or civic responsibility. The result is a society that celebrates appearances over substance, an illusion that cannot sustain economic or moral stability. Now, what are the solutions for this problem, in my opinion? Tax luxury goods to reduce inequality and raise social revenue. Now, let me be clear here. I'm with taxing luxury goods and not taxing the rich, as I believe this is a dumb argument that benefits no one. Lebanon imports over $1.2 billion worth of luxury goods annually, including designer fashion, premium cars, and jewelry. A targeted luxury tax of 10 to 20% on these imports could generate a rough estimate of $150 to $250 million per year. According to the World Bank, these funds can be directed towards public education, healthcare subsidies, or housing assistance for low income families. Research shows that countries with luxury taxes achieve a measurable reduction in consumption inequality within 3 to 5 years. A 2023 study by the American Psychological Association found that exposure to luxury heavy influencer content increases financial stress and lowers self esteem among youth by up to 22%. Lebanon currently has no legal framework governing influencer advertising, making it easy for paid partnerships to be disguised as lifestyle content. Countries such as France and the UAE legally require influencers to label sponsored posts and ban altered images in ads targeting minors. Implementing similar regulations in Lebanon can reduce social pressure and make digital spaces more transparent and mentally healthy. And finally, to launch vocational and digital programs to boost real employment. Lebanon suffers from a youth unemployment rate of exceeding 47%. Skill based programs are proven to help. For example, digital training initiatives in Jordan increased the youth unemployment by 34% within 2 years. So, by investing in vocational education in fields like coding, solar technology, graphic design, and trade skills, Lebanon can reduce dependence on hyper-real, appearance-driven careers and create pathways to real economic mobility. To conclude, honestly, I am frustrated by the state of my people today. You see how we always blame our government for our failures. And of course, our corrupt government had a major role in our demise. But still, we keep on saying, oh, when will we be like the Americans or the Europeans? But in fact, as far as I've seen, the Lebanese people don't want to be safe. They don't even try. We are people plagued by materialism, a shell of a society that once fought tooth and nail to protect our people and liberate our lands from massive empires. Now, I am not saying that you shouldn't show off your hard earned money in society, but it just saddens me, the fact that I personally know some friends who are, for a lack of better word, broke, take up loans just so they can buy the brand new iPhone 17 Pro or Pro Max or whatever. As they say, Niddayan Tanitsayan. Lebanon is living in a hyper reality where illusion replaces truth and inequality grows wider every single day. The rich live in luxury while the poor fade into invisibility. If we continue to glorify materialism, we risk losing not only our economy but our humanity, and will we never be able to be productive, nor will we be able to catch up to the Americans or Europeans. So, by taxing luxury consumption, regulating social media influence, and investing in real life opportunities for youth, Lebanon can begin to rebuild equality and restore dignity to its people. As Baudrillard once suggested, we live in a world where there is more and more information and less meaning. So it's time to bring meaning back to people and create a society that values people over possessions. Thank you.